Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Social Society. Today, my guest is Stefanie Davis, owner of Stefanie Davis Media. Stefanie, welcome to the show.
Hello, I am so excited to be here.
Yeah, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day and coming to be with us here. For those of you who don't know, Stephanie. Actually, why don't you just introduce yourself to everybody here?
So, I am a content creator, photography, videography, and then just a marketing agency, So, all of that rolled up into one.
Yeah, so everybody, if you go follow her, are you most active on Instagram right now? You're kind of all over, right? I mean,
It's been so busy. Um, but generally, you're going to see me mostly like between TikTok and Instagram.
yeah.
Yeah.
Are you doing stuff on Pinterest right now?
I'm not. I have a lot to do for my own brand, and
Yeah.
that is my goal
See,
for 2022.
yeah. So a lot of people
But
don't understand that as marketers, it's very difficult to focus on your own personal brand if you don't have a huge team. Um, because you're focusing on the day-to-day stuff with your clients, so it's it becomes very tedious
it's
to
so true. I actually just brought on 2 new people I'm super stoked about, and
awesome.
finally, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I'm delegating all these things for my own
Mm,
brand just to help me, you
yeah,
know?" So, I'm excited. Yeah, it
yeah, that's
takes
awesome.
it takes help, especially if
Hmm.
you got a big load on your plate, with client work and stuff,
Yeah,
so
yeah. If you follow her at Stephanie Davis Media on Instagram and Facebook as well, I believe. Correct.
I'm Stephanie Davis Media everywhere.
Okay.
I think even TikTok too. Yep, I'm
Sweet.
that everywhere, so mostly if you just I would say Instagram and TikTok. That's where
Yeah.
I'm gonna be pushing into, and ultimately YouTube, but I'm not there yet.
Hmm.
Like I
Yeah.
said, this year is the year that I'm giving myself attention. Yeah, I'm Stephanie Davis Media everywhere. I had to double check.
Sweet. Yeah. If you go follow her, you are going to be hungry.
Yes, the foodie niche is my expertise, and I've been doing it for years. I love food.
Mhm. How did you
I
fall
can
into that
go
niche?
in. Okay, well, to start, I went to school to be a dietitian, so I'm still a licensed registered dietitian.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So I love food. Um, yeah, and but how did I get into that? So for one, that, and then I before having my agency and all of that, I started a blog just for fun, really. But I started sharing recipes there. And long story short, I developed obviously the knowledge about social media and just promotion and marketing kind of through my own little brand. But I just started, that's when I started dabbling in photography and videography and that kind of thing. And then it just kind of blossomed from there. And I started taking the skills that I developed through the years just blogging for myself, and I started using those for clients the last 3 years, and then this is where I am now. And my business is serving food bloggers, cookbook authors, the coffee niche. I run the marketing for a pretty large local coffee chain, um, health food grocery store. So yeah, I love eating and I love food and I love taking pictures and getting people excited and coffee and all that. But
Yeah.
yeah, so that's the majority of who we serve in my business.
Right. Yeah. I'm gonna play a quick clip of some of Stephanie's work here. Take a look at it here and enjoy because it looks delicious. Yum. How do you not get hungry while working?
Ah, you honestly, sadly, I won't take back that I love food and I love eating, but when you're producing that much,
Hmm.
I'll taste stuff here and there, but
Yeah.
I'm almost the opposite. And usually by the end of the day, I'm like, okay, Uber Eats.
Yeah,
just cuz I've been making stuff all day.
yeah.
I at least make a few days a week. I'm at least making 2 recipes a day at minimum, if not more than that. So, yeah.
S- So, tell me a little bit about what you talked about, or you mentioned that you're going to focus a little bit more this year on your branding and like TikTok and YouTube and those things. What what aspect are you going to show people of Stefanie Davis Media?
Well, what I really want to do this year is I really want to help others that want to take on the fun journey of like creative entrepreneurship. I'm really looking to inspire others that want to follow that journey as well. It's been a life changing thing for me, coming from healthcare and working out of that profession to something that serves me much more financially and just in my spirit and what gets me excited and that kind of thing. So I
Mm-hmm.
feel like obviously when we go through what we do in life, I feel like generally there's a purpose for that. And I think that there's some people out there that maybe they need a side hustle, maybe they need a new career. And so I'm hoping to really showcase that it's possible for anyone that's interested to pick up a camera and start becoming a content creator in the foodie niche and just helping them be successful. So that's a big focus for me in 2022. So it's going to be a lot of behind the scenes, like how to make stop
Nice.
motion, how to make pull shots, how
Yeah.
to shoot pour shots correctly, and just that kind of thing. And then obviously I'll still just kind of share my story, who I am, what I'm about, and also just like what we do. Because
Mm-hmm.
on the agency side, I'm always taking clients.
Sure.
But the new thing will be hopefully connecting with those people that, they want to change their life
Yeah.
with a new career.
Yeah. No, I like that a lot, especially in such a time of uncertainty right now. I think learning those things that people can actually utilize on a day to day basis for their own business, even or to start a new career. I think that's really. I mean, that's kind of where we're going, right? With technology and everything, is that people are having to start to get a bit more innovative and learn new things. So I think that falls right into line with everything.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, you probably know yourself people that maybe they've lost their job or things have shifted, and they need something new, or they just want something new. What their profession isn't what it used to be, just because in my own life, it's just because of just the changes in the world in the last few years. So I'm just excited and pumping myself up
Mm-hmm.
to, get ready to hopefully be able to serve people in that way as
Yeah.
well. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. If for those who don't follow Stephanie yet, Stephanie, how did we meet through a Rachel Peterson thing, or did we just connect on
Yeah,
Facebook?
I think we met. I feel like we met once. It was right before, maybe it was 2019 when she had her conference. Did you go to her
Yeah,
conference?
yep, yep, yeah. I
So
think that was it.
I think we passively met each other there,
Mm-hmm.
or just even just in passing,
Yep.
and connected that way. And then I follow you with all your stuff. We do a lot of similar things, and so it's fun to, you appreciate each other's work and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, no, I think it's what I admire well, not most, I admire a lot about you, but one of the things that I admire is your your authenticity, yet your ability to be a bit raw, if that makes sense. Like you're not,
No,
and
it's
I
good.
mean that in a good way because
No, I don't take offense.
I
I can't be
think,
fake.
yeah, I think you that's a great way to put it because you see so much online these days where people um, you can see through them. You can read right through people and you know their intentions and um, I just get a great feel that you're just genuinely a good person and
Aw.
that's what I really like just from our interactions and just from I mean, just seeing you interact with people online, you can get a good
Yeah.
grasp of how people really are.
That's a great compliment. I appreciate that, especially in our realm of business. I don't know. I tell people a lot. It's like, I'm not discrediting it, but like, if you just work hard and take care of people and genuinely care, you can be really successful.
Mhm.
And that's so simple, but there's so many people that don't do that. Like
Mm.
actually really care about people.
Yeah.
Um, I think. I mean, they're out there. But I'm just saying, like, they don't follow through, or they don't, you know. So
Well, I think there's just
just
so
being,
much. There's so much pressure online to hold up a certain persona or to fit in between the lines of quote unquote the game. Um, but I think we're starting to turn the corner on that, where the authenticity of things, uh, like I said, people see through it, and I think that's starting to shine more on the industry, because we had that whole bro marketing phase where it was the bro marketers, where it was hustle or die, mother,
yeah.
who cares about
Well, I
feelings.
remember listening to Gary Vee. He motivated me to get at least out of my old profession. But yeah,
Yeah, no, I like Gary.
still like him.
I think he's very motivating and passionate, and I think he's genuinely a good dude. I think he gives out good pointers, but not everybody, like 99.99% of people, aren't going to be able to follow through on the things the way he says to do them, just
Yeah,
because, I mean, it's just unrealistic. But definitely serves its purpose. Stephanie, what?
I think people. Oh, go ahead.
No,
What were
no,
you gonna
no. Go
say?
ahead. Go ahead. Finish your thought.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I think just even just the last few years, what we've all gone through, it's kind of
Mm,
changed our perspective on how we live life, do business, what we expect from each other, but like in a good way.
yeah.
I feel things are more genuine and more relatable to each other. There's just
Yeah.
that whole mask facade is down, and we just connect as people, and we're helping each other. And
Yeah. No, I
I see that
agree.
as a really good thing that's come
Actually,
out of all this.
yeah, you brought up. Can you talk a little bit about your I guess mindset, but also just how, because again, just through following you, you get that sense of a real purpose behind you as a person and what you do. Can you talk a little bit about how you have managed, and we discuss a little bit about this, but how you manage to um, ease your mind, so to speak, through all the stresses that are right in front of our faces, whether it be online, on TV, or in the media, and all those different things. Because I mean, you've done certain things. You've had like, I guess you would call it like meditative group type activities and things like that.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. I started
Yeah.
that early on. I forgot about
Hmm.
that, and you were in there,
Well,
weren't
and
you?
just being like, trying to stay positive, and you've been a good motivator in that sense. Can you talk a little bit about that, and how and why that's important?
Yeah, I try my best. First off, what I've done since the beginning. I mean, I can't hide. Like, I'm a very faith-filled person. I definitely believe there's a higher power in control, and that gives me a lot of peace. Um, and then I feel like what I have control of, I focus on what I have control of. So there's just so much we don't have control of. So what I do, I try to make positive choices around. I made that one group to kind of connect with people. That was in the beginning of COVID, just checking in and creating a space where people could kind of check in and see how everybody was doing. That was when it all started. But through all this time, I've managed my stress as best as I can through really just focusing on positive goals.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm so preoccupied and focused on achieving those things, I don't really have time or headspace left for all the other stuff.
Yeah.
So personally, like fitness wise, I've gotten into I mean, some of the best fitness I've been in probably my whole life, just
Nice.
being really
Oh, you froze on me. there? Oh, did I lose you?
Like, can I get to where I jump rope for 30 minutes, a day? And so those things, I don't know, they keep me busy that way. And then business wise, it's just I've been focused on growth and serving people. And just I really push in to what I do as a very fulfilling, purpose driven thing for me. So, um, being that that's the focus and how I think about it, that I feel I'm being utilized in people's journeys to help them make the impact they're called to do. It's just a really
Mm,
deep, fulfilling, rewarding calling.
sure.
And so all of that just gives me tons of peace because I feel like no matter who you are, what you believe in, if you can zone in to what you feel you're meant to do and you have something that's going to make a positive trickle effect on the world, um, it just it fills your mind with positive stuff.
Mm,
It drives you, right? And so then there isn't as much room for all the toxicity. So
mm.
that would be my answer.
Yeah, no, I love that. Once again, we're talking with Stefanie Davis from Stefanie Davis Media. Follow her at Stefanie Davis Media and all social media handles. Stephanie, what? Let's talk a little bit about. So you've got you married and kids and whatnot.
I am married to my high school sweetheart. We've been
Hey, me too.
together since we were kids. Yeah, since I was 15 and he's 16. And we've got 4 kids.
Nice.
So
And
you can build a business and still have lots of kids.
yeah, yeah.
It's
How
hard.
did how did that play into things as far as your motivation and drive to get this business off the ground and moving? Was that difficult to maneuver around, or was it something where having that support system behind you and that motivation kind of just drives you to the end?
Yeah, I think that like building a successful business is one of the hardest things I've done in my life, but also
Mm,
really rewarding. I just think like to say anything other than that, I don't feel is true.
mm-hmm.
Just because it calls you to push yourself in ways that you never would and push limits and push yourself out of boxes.
Yeah.
But like my family and my kids is why I do all that I do. I want to create a life and a legacy that can be life changing for generations to come. And I hope, they see me work a lot, but I hope that when they grow up, they can recognize that hard work, you know, is what's required to earn things in life, that are worth working for, I guess. So they're definitely a driver for me.
Yeah, I think
Yeah. But I'm
it's.
ready to pivot,
Mm-hmm.
the first few years I pushed super super hard and I think that's what I needed to get where I wanted my business to be. And now I can, third year, it's like now I'm really, developing a team
Mm-hmm.
and scaling in a different way
Yeah.
and pulling myself out so I can do more of the creative visionary stuff. So, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get it
Yeah.
going.
Yeah. You enjoy more of the creative side of things.
If I could just shoot videos and pictures and all the artistic stuff and take care of clients, that's those are my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I
Yeah.
love strategy. I love marketing. I love all of it. I have that side of my brain too, but I'm an artist to the core.
Yeah. Love it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you touched on the some of the things that are really great about being an entrepreneur or starting your own business that are life lessons as well to anybody that would need any guidance or advice. I mean, you learn so much as a business owner about yourself, about business in general, but also just about people. And like you said, this this business, but every business really is about people, and that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. And if I feel like a lot of people forget about that, and that's when businesses, right now more than ever, that's when we're seeing businesses start to fail because they are forgetting about the human being um, as a consumer. And at the end of the day, we are all human.
Yeah, I mean, and that's just back to what I was saying, why for me, like what drives me and also keeps me in a positive headspace when I think about the goals for my business is just that, like, I tell my team this as I'm, bringing these people on and stuff, is like, I need people to really catch on to the fact that what we do isn't just like I can think, for example, like the coffee company I run marketing for. It's like we're not just helping somebody sell a cup of coffee. That cup of coffee energizes somebody. It connects them with that barista that puts a special little note on their cup that only God knew they needed. It's so much. The trickle effect is just, when you really think about it, it's so much bigger than sometimes we
Mhm.
give it credit. We give it credit, I guess. I don't know if I'm saying that right. So yeah, I mean, it's just, it really comes down to relationship. I
Yes.
mean, and connection, and people want to be a part of something. I think even more than ever, because right, we're
Hmm.
having to learn how to um, connect in new ways just because of everything the last few years too.
Sure.
So community and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. And I know I know a lot of people hate to talk about like the spiritual side of things and just spirit in general, but when we talk about energy and connectivity and that human element in general, I think um, when you connect business wise on that energetic level, I think you're ready just to burst. And I can't wait to see what this next year has to hold for you because I think it's going to be huge for you.
Oh, likewise for you. I'm just so excited to be here because I've been like, hey, hey, but I know
I
we've both
know.
been so busy, like
Yeah.
both of us.
Yeah, I think and that's the crazy thing too is that especially with this industry, it's like it's a roller coaster, and when you're dealing with clients, it's I mean you got you got to put out fires, you have to manage the day to day stuff, and then it's like, oh yeah, I got a family too, I got to feed them and do all these other things. So
Oh, yeah, no, I know. It's but again, that's it's been fulfilling for me, and that's just, that's what the last few years have been filled with. So I've been happy to fill my life with that busyness.
yeah,
I'd take that over a lot of other things.
oh yeah, without a doubt, without a
Yeah.
doubt. Any predictions for 2022 as far as where you're seeing marketing going or video maybe?
Yeah. I was going to mention when you were asking me, like, what things should we expect to see from you? I had mentioned, I want to really push into like really calling and attracting people that want to do what I do.
Hmm.
And then, new clients, but also like, and this, we all that are in marketing should know this by now. Is like this short form video is like
Hmm.
essential. TikTok's not going anywhere. It's dominating everything. It's
Yeah.
content in bite-sized form. It's more relatable, it's less polished, which I think people like, that genuineness.
Yeah.
And everybody's adopting their own form of it, almost because they have to compete.
Yeah.
I'm excited anyway. So that is like, that's what I see for 2022. If there's only one thing you do in your presence, it's really, really pushing into your short form video presence. I mean, there's a lot of great things, but if I were to pick one, um, and I love how you can create one piece of content in one place and you can put it in Instagram Reels, in
Hmm.
stories on Facebook and Instagram, in YouTube Shorts, in Pinterest Stories, all with that one piece, and see how much reach you can get now
Yep.
with one effort. Um, so I think we can really play on the fact that it's dominating and other people are requiring this form of content
Hmm.
with their algorithms. I think it's a great thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially, I mean, it's almost like they're saying, hey. Here's these short form platforms that are really doing well right now. You should probably utilize them and add some video in there.
Yeah. On Instagram came out and said, basically, we're not like this, picture tile app
Hmm.
anymore. We're going
Yeah.
to be video. And
Or
now
now
if you want to
Facebook
see it,
Reels.
oh yeah, now you see them pushing it over on Facebook. Which I don't know how they're selecting that. I keep on getting the Kardashians. I'm like, I'm not interested in all I see is Kardashians on my Facebook. I'm like, I don't know. But But I mean, I don't see that much increased organic reach now on Instagram unless people are very regularly posting
Mm.
reels. And
Yeah.
I always produce them over on TikTok first and follow trends and stuff over
Yep.
there, and then I pull it over.
Yeah.
But that's what I see for 2022. I think if that was one simple thing people did very, very consistently, I think they'll have some great pieces of content, and I think they'll see a great presence. People connect with video. Yeah, I mean, when you see video just like this, you feel to some level like even just chatting with you, we've never met in person, but if we do, we'll feel like, well, we kind of know each other. So I think that's what it does for marketing. I tell some of my brick and mortars, it's like the more you can do video and lives and things like that, the more when they come in, they feel comfortable, like they've already talked to you. So it's just that relationship building too, I think, that comes with
Yeah.
exposure to video in your marketing.
Yeah. I think also personal brand is going to be huge this year. I see a lot of, I mean, like you said, because that human element of things, people want to be connected to a human. So if you're a brand out there, I think as a persona, you have to begin to. You don't have to become an influencer by any means, but you need to at least start introducing yourself to people. So.
I agree with that. Even a lot of my foodie clients, where we do a lot of, they call it hands and pans, food videos.
Hmm.
We're just making stuff and you're seeing us make it with hands and pans. But now a lot of them are pushing into, what do you call it? Like cooking show style,
Hmm.
and really seeing some benefit to that. And again, it's to what you said, because people want to connect with who's behind the pan and the hand, which is usually me representing them.
Right.
But the cool thing is now I can do that, and then they can do their cooking style
Yep.
stuff to connect.
Yep. Exactly. Well, Stephanie, I won't take up too much of your time today, but I do appreciate you coming in today. I'm just so glad to finally connect.
Me
Uh,
too. I'm such a fan of you. I mean, we both do video and stuff, so that's also how we kind of connected too. Because
yeah.
you see somebody else doing that, and you're just in that corner cheering.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, and that's like just like you said there, cheering other people on is. I think it's the I think it's fun to do that online and cheer other people on if in your own space because I mean why not why not
I
cheer
know
people
there
on.
is so much work to be had. Like, there's
Yeah,
no
it's
competition needed
endless.
at all, I don't think. I'm more
No.
like, okay, Joe, like, let's work
I know.
together. Let's
I
shoot a video
know.
together. Let's edit
Yes,
something.
we got to get some project together this year,
We do.
without a
We need to
doubt.
just do something fun.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
I come your way, I don't know. I might be with Rachel. We'll see. She might have something, because I
Sweet.
think where are you located again?
I'm
Do you
in
share that here?
I'm in
I'm in,
St. Paul, Minnesota. So
oh, okay, yeah. I mean,
yeah,
she's in that area, I
yeah.
think,
She's
right?
in the western
Yeah.
suburbs, so like
Yeah.
probably like 30,
Yeah.
40
If
minutes
I
away
come
from me.
that way, I'll have to let you know.
Yeah, let me know for sure. It'd be awesome
Yeah.
to connect. But
Yeah.
yeah, well, thank you again for coming in
Thank
today.
you.
Once again, follow her on social media at Stefanie Davis Media. Everybody have a great day. Thank you again for tuning in. And instead of playing my outro, I'm gonna go to this again.